Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shireen. Guys, I'm here again, guys. Oh my god, guys, I have as you can see, the video is about obsessional behavior, stalking, and obsessive lover. Yes, guys. Let me say this, and I want to be very clear. Harassment of any type can be charged criminally, right? And people need to understand that. When a person is calling a person repeatedly 100 times a day, they should understand that that is inappropriate and it is wrong, right? If you call me and I don't pick up my phone, you have no right to be calling me 100 times. Call me. Please stop calling me. It is inappropriate and it is wrong. And I see your call. And if you behave like that, right, I will not take up my call, right? Yes. And that's what I'm going to leave at that. Now, as you can see, guys, I have a lot of issue dealing with because you have people on social media. They keep calling and they won't stop, right? Now, I want to give a definition of what obsessive behavior looks like or what it is. So, these people have persistent thoughts concerning the object of attention. That is the victim, right? So, if somebody keep calling you, you are the victim, right? And this behavior can be horrific, it can be aggressive, and also this behavior can turn into harming you, the victim, and also harming that individual, right? Because they will not stop, right? They will not stop. And people need to understand that this can be they can be charged criminally, right? You cannot just call people nonstop. And when somebody came out of a relationship and they say the relationship is over, it's over, leave it alone. Move on. They don't want you anymore, right? Learn how to deal with your emotions. Learn how to deal with rejections. So let me tell you what this look like. You're a person in a relationship. You tell them, come and take your things and go. I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. And them can't deal with the rejection. They cannot deal with the fact that you said it's over, right? They can't. They have problems, they have issues. Because why? They have a controlling nature, right? They have a psychological condition, right? Some of them have personality disorder, and some of them have mental health illnesses. And if this is the case, you can't get through to them to tell them, okay, this is it. They won't understand. They can't. They're unable to understand that no is no. So what them do? They keep sending your phone messages. They keep texting you repeatedly, non-stop, right? They're sending you letters. They're sending you notes. Some of them go as far as sending you GIF, right? Some of them follow you, right? When you're in a relationship with certain people and you tell them that you're going to the supermarket, when you look, they're there at the supermarket following you to see if you're at the supermarket. Those kind of behavior is inappropriate. And these behavior take direct and indirect form, right? The direct form is when them text you and blah, whatnot. And then the indirect form is when they go through other people or they go on social media and then create a different account and try to pretend that they are somebody else. I'm going to tell you a story that I know of personally. I know this couple. The woman said the relationship is over. She tell the guy to come and take his things out of her house. When he went there to take his things out of her house, she was there. So she came out of the house because she wanted to give him space so that he can remove his belongings. And she went into her car and she was going to drive off. Guess what he did? Him go out, follow her in our car outside and put him foot underneath the tire of the car so that she can't move. First of all, what is that? He's preventing her from leaving. Preventing her from leaving or trying to hold somebody against them wish is you can charge criminally. Right? You can't hold people against them wish. Just like you cannot take away somebody's personal phone, right? And hold them by them wish. Right? Now, while she's there, she had to sit there, listen to him, beg, oh, I'm sorry, and I'm going to change, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, blah, 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 blah. You think she don't know that you're not changing? Leopards don't change them spot. No. And what he's doing is preventing her. He's only making the situation worse, because if I see that kind of behavior, even if I want him and I'm just saying, okay, let us take a break. You think after him putting foot under the car, would I really be back with him again? I would really go into a relationship with him again? No, that has shown me who he is. His true color come out. And she stand there, she couldn't even drive. Some people that drive over and foot and go about them business. But then she would be charged because him put him foot there and she hit him, right, with the car. And then the police was eventually called, came, he wasn't charged. The police tell her to go downtown and take out a EPO, which is called the Emergency Protection Order. After she took out that, it was served to him. Guess what him do the two couple of days? He goes to her place of work and put a note on her car stating that him want her, him love her, and this. And him still a send her text. So the police issued a warrant for him because he breached the EPO. That's what happened there. Right? So some people don't take no for an answer, and look what he's doing. He's putting himself into the system. Sooner or later, that is going to be domestic violence. Then he's going to have that on his record. Right? Because that is domestic violence. It's serious. And some of us don't take it serious. When you have a woman or you have a man, this doesn't only happen to this happened to both men and women. The tone is at fault because some women, them can't take no for an answer either. But stats have shown that a lot of men is the perpetrator, more likely the perpetrator, and the women are more likely the victim. That doesn't mean that you don't have women who do these things, right? Unfortunately, right? That's how it is. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, you can go and watch a movie called Fatal Attraction, Roommate, or Sleeping with the Enemies. Yes, I remember those movies. You can go and watch it. Right? And please note that these people don't know how to deal with their emotions. And we get into that. Remember, in order for you to make a difference, you have to make sure that you break the silence. And how are you going to break the silence? By reporting these incidents, right? Report the incident to the police. And if you don't know what these things look like or being a victim look like, join a victim advocacy group, right? Talk to a friend, talk to your coworker, talk to your family member. And when these incidents are taking place, make sure that you're maintaining detailed notes because you're going to need it in the court of law to prosecute that person. So you need the date, the time, the place, the action, the threat, right? You're going to have all of those intact to know, okay, do not remove any message from your phone, right? You keep all of them, don't delete any of them. If him leave you a text, all kind of text, him text you 100 times a day, don't remove it, right? Because you're going to need it as evidence. If him give you a gift, you take picture of it anywhere you're going. You make sure that somebody knows where you are, because these people will follow you and create problem for you and make you feel nervous, right? And anytime anybody jeopardizing your safety, you should be concerned. You should be alarmed, right? Don't take it as a joke. And I know some people love to say, oh, him love me. Love? That is not love. That is obsession, is not love. If you love something, let it go and it will come back to you. Set it free. Free like a bird. People should not hunt people like animal. You're an animal. People not supposed to hunt you down. No, not go so. Or you have to go hunt down people. No, you shouldn't. Now, another thing too, you need to keep numbers like emergency numbers on hand. Because I remember one day I was at the mall and my phone died. Yes, my phone battery died and I could not remember the number. I can't, because the old time days we used to have the number stored in our head. Nowadays when I have the number. So if you lose your phone, drop your phone, do whatever with your phone, you can't even you don't have nobody, you don't have anybody contact. So I suggest that you get a piece of paper, put it in your purse or something where you have all of your emergency contact there. Because sometimes this is technology, it can fail. Yeah. And if you have to go borrow somebody's phone, right? You're going to have to try find them instead of you have to go the long road. You know how I had to get the person? I had to go the long road, look them up on Facebook and then call them through Facebook and they will, there's ways to get around it, but you want the number immediately, right? I remember you're going to call 911 if you find so the person is watching you. Another thing too, make sure you are aware of your surrounding. Make sure, right? Don't bother think that things is not coincidental. Sometimes you think things is coincidental. It is not, right? A man like you, and then all of a sudden you see me at the supermarket yesterday. Then the next day, you go on different supermarket, you see him. You go to the mall, you see. That is not coincident. The man will follow you. Or the woman will follow you. She want you. That's why I said you have to report these incidents so that you create a history, right? And when you have history, it is more likely that you're going to get help. Remember, if you find that the person deal if you find that the person is sending you a lot of messages and you find that the person is always there and the person is even going as far as sending you threats, you can go ahead and do something called EPO. Take out an EPO, but that don't tell you that you're going to be safe. It just get the ball rolling so that that person supposed to stay a certain amount of distance away from you. But that person is going to have their time in court because there is a date going to be on there for that person to go to court to see if it's true, if all of what you said is true. So you can't falsify certain things either, because I know you have some women out there that want to get rid of one man, and what them do? Them go a courthouse because say how the man threaten them do this, them do that, blah, 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 blah. And then when push come to shove, the man never threaten them, the man leave them alone. But them, for some reason, I don't know why they do it. Some people are like that. They want to get back at the person because the relationship didn't work out, or as for something, I don't know. Right? So as me say, you report the incident, you make sure you take detailed note, you carry and your numbers separately for out of your phone, right? You carry it in your purse or something, number that you need to get hold of immediately. Don't handle this on your own. Don't think you can solve the problem or fix the problem on your own. Make authority deal with it, right? Make authority deal with it. Because these people, they are controlling. They don't know how to deal with their emotions, right? They can't deal with rejection. They don't handle the rejection well, right? They believe that they can have anything they want, including you, right? So, and then some of the signs are when you see a person go from 0 to 10, you know say something not right, right? Them can't handle them emotion. Them have problem regulating them emotions, right? And some of these people don't have social clue, like you would say, okay, you try if it be nice to them. Because I had a situation where I had this guy calling me all the time. And it gets so repetitive and so excessive that it was driving me crazy. And so I block him. And then I see him calling me again. I take the call and then I realize it's him. And then some strange number keep calling. And then I talk to him and be friendly with him and tell him, okay, I'm not interested in anybody at this point. I'm very busy. And them can't pick up the clue. You have to directly tell them, me no want no relationship with you. We are nothing. It can never be. You have to be very straightforward. Straightforward. That's what you have to do. You have to tell them, because these people have issues and they don't know how to regulate them emotions, and them don't know how to take no for an answer. And these people need to see a psychologist, a therapist, or a counselor. Somehow they need to see somebody. And I'm talking to anybody who threaten anybody and let them feel unsafe. You need to know when a person starts feeling unsafe, your behavior is inappropriate. And if you're calling the person 20 times a day, your behavior is inappropriate. And you need to understand that. You cannot be doing that. No, you can't. Right? You're terrorizing people. And it is not nice. Would you like somebody do that to you? No. So why are you doing it to another person? Stop it. Yeah. Stop it. Right? You can't be doing that. It's upsetting. I'm not lying. Why are you refusing to believe that the relationship is not there, or you don't, or that person is don't want to be with you? Why? Go get help. The premise, I know your premise is you believe that you can coerce or intimidate the person back into your life. You can't, right? You can't. And sometimes there is no going back. You cannot coerce or convince or try to force or try to use threat to get somebody back into a relationship with you. And the more you do it, is the more the person is aware that you're a psychopath. The more the person is going to realize it. And you need to understand that you're going to be charged criminally, and you're going to mess up yourself. Right? So if you find yourself in a situation like this, I know rejection is horrible. And I know loss of a relationship is horrible. I mean, know when you love somebody, you will love again. Don't worry. You will love again. You will love again. It hurt now. It takes 3 months to get over a love. So suck it up. Yeah, 3 months. Tell yourself 3 months. It says time heals all whom. Yeah. So you have to go. It now go just the feeling aren't going to go away right away, but you have to know how to regulate your emotions, because you cannot put other people at risk and jeopardy. And I know some of you're in this thing and you're not seeing clearly. And I know some of you are good people and you're in this and you start to dig yourself in a hole, right? And then before you know it, you're looping, right? And you can't get yourself out of the hole. And that's how you get yourself in a problem. The next thing you know, you're ending up in jail. And you then, when you come to, you're asking yourself, why did I do all of that? The woman don't even worth it. The man don't even worth it, right? There is no love loss. The person is not even compatible to you. You have had better than that, right? I don't know. I don't. You need to know. You need to know how your brain works. The brain is a very um mild thing, and it can just snap just like that, right? That's why you need to go to the gym and take care of yourself. Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. Yeah, health is wealth. There is lots of incident, lots of situation. You can't force people, as I said. You can't intimidate people, as I said. Leave people alone. If the relationship is over, it's over. You can't put your foot on the car to stop the person. You can't use your kids. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell the person how if them don't stay with you, you're going to hurt them family and them friends or whatnot. Not. You're going to come to their organization and make problem, place of work, and tell them shit about the person. Yes, because I know some of you will threaten that. I'm going to come embarrass you. I'm going to do this, do that. And the person is in fright. They are just frightened about the whole situation. All those things are inappropriate. You can't threaten people like that, right? You're going to hurt them family. And some of you, and some women are like that. To the man left them, then all of a sudden the man don't want to see. The man want to see his kids. Him can't see him kids because you're jealous. Leave the man alone. You're going to find somebody to. Eventually, learn how to deal with your emotion. Walk away. Make the man have his kids. Make him see him kids. Right? It's not you're not supposed to use your kids as bargaining chips. No. I hate women who take the child away from their dad, and the children them need them father. And always do that. I don't know why. Most women do that. Oh, this, oh, that, the kids, this. Stop it. It's all about you. You're doing it for you. Don't get me wrong, you have some men deserve not to see them kids if they are being emotional abuse to the children and so on and so forth. I agree 100% that the woman should take the child away and wait until him can deal with his emotion. Then she bring the children them back in his life. Right? Nothing is wrong with that. But at the same time, a lot of women, when the man find a woman, a younger woman, right? The man find a younger woman and gonna leave you after him have all these kids with you, breed you up or do whatever, and then leave you and gone. Guess what happened? Then you get jealous. It make you have stretch mark. Yeah, I see it too. A drunkard, but that is the risk you take when you get involved with somebody. That is why you must always put yourself into the situation where you take care of you. You're going to look nice and pretty like me, right? So you go to the gym and you take care of yourself and keep yourself nice and fresh and young. And so that when he leave and gone with another woman, you can find a man too, because you look good. Take care of yourself, right? And before you get into a relationship with somebody, try to know who they are. Don't just jump in, you're desperate. That is why some of us ending up in a desperate situation like this. We're ending up with some men who are who have obsessive behavior and who want to control us, and who we ending up after a run for our life. Let me tell you a story about me. I was involved with this guy once. This is a long time ago. Man, and I was at fault. I'm not gonna lie. So the guy was an older guy. I was younger, right? And you know what? I was young. I knew what I was getting myself into, but nevertheless, I did it. The guy was twice my age, and it was good and nice when it last. So I decided that I wanted somebody else, right? I see somebody else and I want. So I went to him and I said to him, I want to take a break from the relationship and I want it to be over, right? That's what I said. And I want somebody for myself. Because at the same time, he was involved with somebody else. So I say, well, I want somebody for myself. It is common in Jamaica for woman there with people. You call it mate. I was the mate. Anyways, I told him that I wanted to end the relationship. So him say, well, I never say end. I said I want a break, right? Because I like this other guy. Oh my God. So when I say I want to end the relationship, I think everything was all good and well. So I went to one hotel called Four Seasons, go sleep the night with this guy. Let me say me like. When I was coming down the stairs, like my hair was wet, and I come down the stairs with the guy that I went and slept with. And the two of we are come down the stairs. Guess who me see at the end of the stairs? No, it is not a joke. This is serious shit. So we are come down the stairs, and when we reach at the stairs, me see the guy at the end of the stairs. So I passed him, like I said good morning, and then pass. So the guy that I slept with passed and said good morning, and I said good morning too. But the guy didn't. The guy that I slept with don't even have a clue what was going on. Him could have lose him life if the guy was violent, right? You see how we put people into situation. But I was young at the time. I was 19, and I'm thinking, oh my God. Okay, the end of the story is coming. I'm gonna get in a detail with my business. So anyway, the guy, we passed the guy, and then the guy called me and said to me, say, you're effing bitch. Me's a user, blah, 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 and go on and go off on me. Then when I reach home, I was driving home. And when I reach home, when I was driving home, so one mind said to me, say I should circle around in my community because him not go see me a come out a hotel with man and then just leave and nothing. So something must going to go on. So guess what? When me I drive home, now the guy that me see, I come straight head on into me if he go kill me off. So me jump out of the car. I didn't know what to do. And then me run to the nearby, help, help, help. It sounds funny, but this, I swear, this happened. And then we jump out of the car and go to the neighbor, ask the neck on the neighbor and say, help, help, help. Somebody a try murder me. I'm staying in a woman house until when me look, the guy gone. Then him did buy me one washing machine and one dryer. And then all him do, him call me and I tell me, say, I must give him back him washing machine and him dryer. Oh, me a user. I me use him up and blah, blah, blah and whatnot, not. So me take out the washing machine and the dryer and put them out the door. Him never did come pick them up. And then I guess he was just in shock at the time and it happened so much. And then that hindered. I think I went abroad because I was afraid of him. So I went to the state for about 6 months. And I saw the relationship drift apart. We're still friends, but his behavior was inappropriate. My behavior was inappropriate. But I did ask him, I did tell him that I want a break. It's not like I did do it. I just said to him I wanted a break, right? I told him I wanted a break. But him couldn't understand that. It's my own being. If a woman says she wants a break, she wants a break. You need to understand it, no matter if it is unfair or not, right? I have to understand that. I'm young. People out there young. People do shitty things. I'm not proud of what happened or what I did to this guy. I never deserve it. Or maybe I should have just, I couldn't see it go any better. Because anyway, me did tell him, said over. He would have problem with it no matter what. But I wanted out. It just never suit me again after the 15 months of relationship. I wanted out. And it never go well. And a lot more things happen than that. Banging on window, phone call, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. Right? It was inappropriate. But that guy was in Jamaica, with a call that guy like an uptown guy. So he was quite decent about it. What about when you come towards somebody who is not decent about it. Think you could have do that to one of these Jamaican bad man, so called, or one of these ghetto man? I would have get a proper ass, my ass whooping when me I come down the stairs. You think you would have just say good morning and that's it? No, that would not. That would have never happened. Not in Jamaica, right? The guy would have. There would be a tearway. But unfortunately, but fortunately for me, the situation was different. Anyhow, guys, I just want to say here, I'm gonna finish the video shortly. That if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Fatal Attraction, Roommate Sleeping with the Enemy, right? These behavior is inappropriate. Nobody is supposed to call you consistently, right? Stalk you. If them start stalking and start to threaten you, you go downtown and you take out an EPO and you keep all detailed notes. You call the police, report it so that you have a history, right? And that is how you're going to protect yourself. Now, if the person start to follow you, start to come to your house unannounced, right? Find some family member house where you can go and stay until they deal with it. Now, another reason why you should tell the police or you should report it is because you can save somebody life in the future. Because usually with this kind of behavior, it becomes very violent. And usually these people are monkey. If they find somebody else right away, then they don't harass you anymore, right? Because their mind, it's more like they were bored. Now them have a different focus. But them dirty behavior is going to eventually come out again with the new relationship. And then sometimes the new relationship can end up tragic, right? So you want to help another human being by, right? Now, if you know anybody suffering from this kind of behavior, them don't know how to handle their emotions. Now, talk to them. Convince them to go see somebody. Go see a counselor. Convince them to get help for their behavior because it is inappropriate and it is wrong, right? Do not encourage them, right? I know that in some garrison country or some third world country, in garrison areas in some third world country, you can't leave certain men. You can't leave. You just can't leave them because they're a bad man and you cannot leave them. Yeah, they're the boss. You can't leave them, and sometimes you have to come out of the community before you can before the relationship can go apart. Whatever you have to do because these people are relentless, they are dangerous, and they will cause you harm. Right? I even don't want to hear say you're dead. And so you know what too? We must add here. Some women love to use some men. And if you try to do that, I am buck up on the wrong man. Sorry for you. Sorry for you. Anyhow, guys, please remember to share my video, subscribe to my channel, and more will bring you more content. Yes, guys, I'm a proud Jamaican. Yes, living in Canada. Mwah. Peace, love.